Hello, guys. So welcome to an extra drunk edition of Community College Hero because apparently OBS and XSplit can't record any other game. So, in my frustration, I continuously drank while trying to find a solution to my problem, and the solution was fuck it. Let's keep the Community College Hero series going. So that's what we're doing. I'm terrified because I don't know how good I am at like reading while I'm this intoxicated. But anyway, let's do it. Okay. Shit. Okay. Slowly you adapt to your new home. Every day you seek an... Jesus, here. Already just off to a great start. Every day you see costumed students wandering around the city, shopping at the grocery, and basically doing things regular people do. Of course, the Nebraska legislature and the Spec City Council have passed dozens of state and local laws governing hero students' behavior. You vaguely remember a summary of the laws being attached with your acceptance letter, but you definitely need to read upon those to stay out of trouble. You spot your Team B. We're all about Team Bay. You spot your Team B teammate, Tress. That's like intentionally hard to say. Anyway, Team B teammate Tress in the ethnic foods aisle of the supermarket. She's attracted quite a bit of attention from several elderly male shoppers who are fawning all over her. Her plastic smile reveals that she's tiring of their company but unwilling to hurt their feelings. She turns in your direction and spots you while gingerly repositioning her shopping cart among her senior citizen groupies. She grins and frantically waves you over. As you approach, you're greeted with denture smiles, thick glasses, and those hats only old men wear. I feel like she's talking about flat caps, which it's not only old men. There's a lot of the Irish that wear them. Apparently, they're just as smitten with you as they are with Tress. Eventually, Tress gently shoos them away. Your redheaded classmate exhales in relief. Whew, thanks. I didn't expect to be ambushed like that. Who knew older guys frequented the Indian food aisle? Her hair slowly elongates, gently wrapping around a can of chickpeas and plugging it from the shelf. Hey, we didn't really get to talk much during the flag thing. Want to come over for dinner tonight? I'm making chana masala. That was super fucked up. Want to come over tonight? I'm making chana masala. She emphasizes the last A sound and uses her hair to waggle the can of chickpeas to make her offer more inviting. Oh, I guess I should have said masala. That sounds super racist, though. Anyway. What do you say? I just smile and say, sure, that sounds great. I wink and say, it's a date. I smirk and ogle her, raising a brow as I ask, what's for dessert? Come on now. I frown and reply, I'm not really a fan of hair in my food. I just decline without giving a reason. Okay, I'm not really a fan of hair in my food. It specifically said that she was grabbing a can of food with her hair. That has zero things to do with her putting her hair in the food. Anyway, we're being friendly, right? So we're gonna smile and say, that sounds great. Tress gives you her address and says, see you tonight, as she continues her shopping. As it turns out, Tress lives in a stylishly Jesus. I told you this is gonna be a rough one. Tress lives in a stylishly decorated apartment just 2 blocks from your building. Apparently she really likes owls. You notice a brightly colored owl painting in the living room, a ceramic owl candle holder on the shelf, a stuffed owl pillow on the sofa. You've arrived on time, but she's still You've arrived on time and she's still struggling in the kitchen, so your conversation starts there. You notice she's employing conventional cooking methods, no use of hair, as she prepares the dinner. I told you she wasn't going to use her hair in the actual food. Jerk. So, Uncle Drunkle, yeah, that's me. Are you worried about classes starting? I mean, are you nervous at all? How do you respond? That I'm supremely confident in my abilities, that I'm slightly anxious but confident I'll do fine, that I'm extremely nervous and not getting much sleep. We're gonna take the middle ground there. That's what we're gonna do. Tress grins. Well, that makes me feel a little better, and I'm sure you'll do fine too. Your classmate leaves you to your thoughts as her focus shifts to the bubbling pan on the stovetop. She squints at the recipe she has left too close to the pan. Stains cover much of the writing. You have time to think about your expectations for the evening. How do you hope for the night to turn out? I just hope to make a friend. I just want to learn more about her abilities. That's sneaky. I'm attracted to Tress, but it's too early to make a move tonight. I'm attracted to Tress, and I'm definitely going to make a move later tonight. No, we don't know her well enough to do that. I just hope to make a friend. When dinner is finally served, it doesn't take a television cooking show to judge. Oh, jeez. When dinner is finally served, it doesn't take a television cooking show judge to recognize that Tress has horribly miscalculated the spice measurements. You struggle through the meal, gulping 4 glasses of water and wiping your brow as discreetly as possible. Tress builds up the courage to ask, "So what did you think? It's the first time I made it." Alright, we have to be nice. We have to be nice. We're making a new friend. Tress rolls her eyes and smiles. That's very polite of you, you fibbing fibber. Alright, you caught me. You caught me. After putting away the dishes, Tress snatches a bottle of Merlot with her hair and slips onto the living room sofa. Her control over each strand allows her to complete the most nuanced tasks with ease. She turns the corkscrew and pours from the bottle without spilling a single drop. Tress reaches down to the coffee table and takes a glass, handing it to you. So, what do you want to talk about? She likes me. Oh my gosh, she likes me. This is my moment to make a lasting impression. I scoot closer, looking into her eyes, and I smile, smiling as I answer. Well, there's a certain classmate of mine I'd like to learn more about. That's smooth. That's smooth as fuck. Time to make my move. I scoot closer, slipping an arm behind Tress and leaning down to whisper hotly in her ear. Don't you find talking overrated? That's a little much. Come on. She did invite us to dinner, though. That's... Oh, dang. Here we go. I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm interested in Tress, only as a friend, so I just smile and say, let's start with learning more about you. I take a long sip of Merlot, exhaling before I answer. Well, I have a pretty interesting story, if I do say so myself. Where do I start? I was born on a Tuesday. Or... I grin and suggest a drinking game like I've never. I think I want to do the first one. I think that's a good one. Oh no, I don't think she... No, now that I read through the top again, I don't think she's that into me yet, so... Well, I mean, maybe this will work. We're going with the first one. Caution of the wind. Tress's immediate grin confirms that you hit exactly the right note. Freeze frame. I'm jumping up in the air and freeze framing my fist bump. You spend hours sipping wine and exchanging... You spend hours sipping wine and exchanging stories. All the while, making sure not to violate any of Spec's privacy rules. The evening ends in a soft kiss and a promise of another date. We did it! Alright, we did it. Awesome. You literally almost bump into Stunner at the Spec gym. He looks a bit ridiculous wearing his gold helmet and visor, paired with a tank top and gym shorts. But only a fool would point that out. He just shakes his head dismissively at you and strides off to the free weights. What? Where did that come from? Why the fuck is he so mean? Alright, time out. Right now. It's finally Monday. You wake up 4 hours early after a night of fitful tossing and turning. While packing your notepad, pencils, and a few other supplies, you can't help but ponder how life at Spec is so low-tech. Sweet rhyme, love it. Something about Dean Tolley wanting to protect students' privacy from cyber attacks. Also, Tolley worries that students could easily be identified if they use technology without sufficient firewalls and other protections. Students are allowed to use Spec's computer lab as well as Spec-issued dumb phones. Dumb phones? Haven't heard that term in a long time. But use of other technology is strictly prohibited. Anyway, you examine your schedule and confirm your first class starts at 9 a.m. in room 102 in Heroes Hall. Hero and Enemy Law and Liability. How hard can that be? Oh, we made it to issue number 2. Things heat up. Look at that guy. Congrats, we made it. I'm sure that it took most other people way less time. But we like to drink while we do this, so hello.